What up, social media world? I'm Alfred Gordon Liu, and 8 minutes with me starts right now. Uh, I wanted to talk about things because it's Talk About It Tuesday, and this thing I didn't really want to talk about. And it is about why isn't my household happy? And I don't know if you need glasses or something, but in the little brackets it says with me. And I don't know, it might have something to do with something in the background. Just saying, back there uh, might be the reason why my household isn't happy right now. You know, I've I've learned something here, and I want to share what I've learned in this last a week. So, what I've learned in this last week is, cutting studs, removing drywall equals a reno. It's not redecorating. It isn't just switching up things or improving your room. It is actually a reno. So for those of you boys out there that are going to do some home improvement projects, know that this classifies as reno. When you start removing studs and drywall and you expose walls, I think that's what the ladies refer to as a reno. So we need to be very mindful and cognizant of what you do and use the right terms, not just redecorating your room, because that's what I pitch to everybody. So the lessons that I've learned. And I've done a lot of repairs around this house, everything from, repainting everything to repairing water leaks, outside underground water leaks, revamping a whole bathroom in this house, building a deck, even patching a roof in this house. So, keeping this old girl together isn't new to me, and I've been doing work around this house for a long time. But what I forgot to do is notify everybody about what I was gonna do. I always had in my plan that I was gonna, spruce up this man cave. Everybody's doing that to their home offices, and I have a idea for this, and I wasn't sure, but I was working it out in my head, and I've been obsessing about it, for probably about a week or so, and I guess how the sound of a jigsaw through some studs in the house would reverberate, and it might catch the attention of the other 5 people in this household. So I think what I got to remember is that you definitely got to tell people what you're up to, even though in your mind you need to tell somebody about it and get the other people in your household on board. The reason why we did a reno is because everybody was on board. Everybody knew about this leak. Right now we got to replace our dryer, so that's a thing too. But everybody knows about it. But not everybody knew I was gonna put a hole in the wall. So my bad. I need to notify, put people on notice. Uh, so that's the first thing that I learned. The second thing I learned, and I have a lot of buddies that work in construction, doing homes, renovating and stuff, and also even commercial. But I know I don't do very often, right? So I need to remember function over aesthetics. The reason why I'm wearing all this stuff is because that wall right there that you see is an exterior wall, very different than an interior wall. And the concept of putting lights back there for a little movie poster, backlit thing, is great in theory and design. It's gonna look fabulous. You just give it another week when the picture frame comes, and you'll see. But the main thing is that it's bloody cold. It's cold out here. I just need to blurt that out for any kids watching it. And with these exterior walls, they have vapor barriers. One thing, the thickness of that wall is a little bit better, is bigger, but in between that wall, which is walls usually like that thick, but exterior walls are like that thick. And what they put in there, and the reason why it's so thick, is because they got all this insulation, all that pink, foamy goodness or boards that they got in there. That's there for a reason. And when you want to put lights back in there, you clear some of that stuff out. Overnight, it gets really cold. So in my house, it's like wintertime, even though it's springtime. So I gotta say sorry to my family because it's cold in here. And even my hands right now, even drinking this warm tea, is not gonna do it. So we're gonna have to get some sleeping bags out there. Yeah. So that's the function over aesthetic. So, me planning this, I might just have to insulate that thing and board it back up and close it and screw the whole design aspect of this wonderful backlit movie poster. So just because we can't live in this cold house, maybe I can get away for the summer. But the point is, you need to have this as a functional living space before you design anything kind of fancy or anything else like that. So that's my design tip, my renovation tip to all you brothers out there. All right. And even the ladies that are doing the renovation, because some of you are way more handy than I am and thought about, don't take out that exterior wall, man. It's going to be cold. Right? It's not summer yet. And we don't live in Florida. So the third thing that to think about right here is clear up your mistakes. I didn't want to talk about it. People in this household are in a tizzy. I started noticing that because, I noticed all those 5 people came in here into this office, my man cave, which they don't usually come into, and they kind of give me this look like, that's a signal to anybody out there who's doing renovation. Maybe you need to have a talk about it. So that's the first thing about clearing up your mistakes. Of course, you're gonna clear up the misses. I missed having insulation inside of there. I messed up sealing it and closing it. That's what I might have to do. But then you also got to tell how long is it going to take for people. I thought this may be a weekend project and think I could get it done. So you got to tell people how long it's going to take too. And what I mean by how long it's going to take, got to give them expectations, realistic expectations of how long this is going to be for, when is it going to get finished, because people don't want to see this exposed stuff. They want to see the finished product. You can order it on Amazon, just order up a wall, So that's my other tip for you. You got to clear up the misses. You got to clear up, how long it's going to take. And, the most important thing is, there's, when you have a little conflict in the house or something's just not right, and the air, I'm not talking dust particles or even like, drywall dust or anything, or fiberglass in the air, although you got to clear that stuff up. You got to open those windows, get some ventilation there. But, you got to clear the air with the people. And there's, 5 other people in this household that I got to clear the air with. Say, I'm sorry that you have to wear extra pair of socks tonight. Or that when you are upstairs taking your afternoon nap, I'm sorry that you heard a jigsaw go through a stud, or you heard me ramming my elbow through some drywall. So this is my public apology to them. Thanks for giving me the thumbs up. I love you guys. Those are my 3 things that I learned this week. Again, to review in backwards order, you got to clear up your mistakes, and that's everything from the misses, the takes, and the air. Clear it all up, and then function over to aesthetics, and you got to talk about it, just like we are. This all on because I'm sleeping alone. Thanks for joining me. Remember, talk about it.